Original, 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 original Batman. Oh.
It's V-Kills.
Back to my channel. It is Nella, aka Naturally Nella, and today I am going to show you guys how I did my Flexi Rock sets using a twisting cream. Usually I use a foam plus some sort of moisturizer and get the results that I want, but I wanted to try it out with a twisting cream because I've done it before with other twisting creams and it worked out perfectly fine, and it's been a really long time since I've done that, so I decided, hey, why not try it again? Obviously, these are the final results, but I'm going to show you guys the process, talk about this hairstyle in detail. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and remind you to hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, because if you're not already subscribed, then that doesn't make no sense. So go ahead and just subscribe, you know? On top of that, don't forget to like, comment, share, and follow me on Instagram, Naturally Nella. I didn't count, but I probably used about 12 or 13 Flexi rods. I use Robin. Her Instagram handle is Curl Days, and I'm going to link her video. Ever since I started doing Flexi rod sets years ago, I've only ever used her method because it's quick, it's easy, and I really don't like spending a lot of time doing my hair. So that's the preferred method for me. And that's probably the method I'm going to continue doing. I'll probably try another method at another date, but for right now, the horseshoe method is it. It works, it's fast, and it gets the job done. So let me go ahead and walk y'all through this process. I washed my hair last night, so it's already washed, detangled, and stretched. I put it in chunky twists, made sure it was completely detangled, and let it completely dry overnight. That way I'm starting on dry, stretched hair. Usually when I do my Flexi rod sets, I do like to do it on dry hair. Sometimes I do it on wet hair. Regardless, I usually apply a styling foam or mousse, and I combine that with a moisturizer. This time I'm only going to use one product, and that's going to be a twisting cream. The twisting cream that I'm using is from the Holy Grail collection from Strands of Faith. I love this twisting cream for twist outs and for mini twists, and that's what I'm going to use today. Now I know some of you guys are probably like, why would you use a twisting cream for your Flexi rod set? Blah blah blah. I don't care. I do what works for me. Like, people have all these rules of what you're supposed to do to your hair, what works best. I've done it many times before with just a moisturizer, just a cream, and it worked out perfectly fine. Now to get into this horseshoe method, as you can see, I bent the Flexi rod in half, put it over my hair that I applied water to and detangled and added the product. And now I'm just coiling down half of the hair on one side of the rod. Notice that when I get to the end of my hair, I use my finger and detangle it, and I add a little bit more product. This just makes sure that the hair stays on the rod, and not only that, it makes sure that the ends of my hair are properly moisturized, because the ends of your hair being right, I feel like, is most important in making sure that the hair comes out, or the style comes out the way that it's supposed to. I repeated the very same steps to the other half of my hair, coiled it down the rod, added some product, and bent the end in order to keep the hair in place. I'm going to repeat these steps a few more times just so you'll see exactly what it is that I did. So I'm removing one of my old chunky twists from when I washed my hair. I'm applying some water to it, not way too much, just enough to dampen it and enough to make sure that the style will hold. And then I'm using my brush to completely detangle my hair, because you want to make sure that each section is completely detangled so that it can lay smooth on the rod. I'm applying the product evenly throughout my hair. I'm not applying way too much water or product. Like I said, just enough to make sure that the style will hold. Then I'm taking the Flexi rod, folding it in half, hooking it over this section of my hair, then obviously splitting that in two, and then I'm beginning to coil the hair down the rod. I do coil it tight enough on the rod to make sure that it's nice and secure and smooth. I'm adding some more product to the end, get those ends nice and moisturized, laying it on the rod, and then bending the end of the Flexi rod to keep it in place. Now I'm repeating the very same steps to the other side of my hair, just coiling the hair down the rod. When I get to the end, I'll add more product and then I'll bend the flexi rod in order to keep the hair in place. I'm going to do it again just so you can see it. I know that repetition helps people understand things. So I'm going to do it one more time after I finish this one that I'm working on right now. You guys, if you're wondering why I do this set this way, it's because it's so fast. I use minimal rods. I don't have to worry about using a million flexi rods in my hair because that just takes a lot of time, even though it ends up being really cute. This does too. It takes a lot of time to do it the other way, and I just prefer this way. I've been natural for 7 years. I think I started doing flexi rods maybe 4 years ago, and this is the only method I've ever used. And I'm not gonna say it's probably gonna be the only method I'll ever use, but for now, this is what your girl's gonna use, okay? Now, if you want, you can sit under a hooded dryer until your hair is completely dry. I have a hooded dryer, but I'm lazy and I just don't feel like sitting under there because, like I said, I'm lazy and I honestly have a lot to do. I don't have time to sit under the dryer, but look at how they're laying on the rod. Whatever your hair looks like on the rod, in my opinion, is how it comes out when it's done. So more than likely, if your curls or your hair look good on the rods, then the results are 9 times out of 10 gonna be popping too. I know y'all probably gonna be like, you are so crazy, but yes, I certainly did go to sleep with these rods in my hair. It was such an uncomfortable sleep. I started like rethinking my decision of not sitting under the dryer, but it's too late. It's already done. The good thing is my hair did completely dry, so there's that piece, and the results are cute. So I'm okay. It was worth it. You know, what do they say? Beauty is pain, pain is beauty. Whichever one it is, it applies to this situation because look at the curls. They look so nice and juicy and moisturized. As I'm separating my curls, I did apply a little bit of oil to my hands. That just minimizes frizzing, adds a little bit of shine to the hair. So I definitely do that every time I moisturize my hair. Now in Robin's video, I haven't seen it in years. I'm pretty sure she takes her hair off the rod a different way. I don't remember for sure, but I just take it off the way that you saw me do it. I just take it from the end and unwind it in the opposite direction, and it comes out perfectly fine for me. And just to keep it 100 with you guys, as much as I love these results, my preference is still to combine some sort of a cream, some sort of a moisturizer with a foam. Like, I feel like I get the best results that way. Either way, it comes out fine, but I get the best results when I combine a foam with a moisturizer or a cream. Come on, curls. Look at how bouncy and juicy they are. I'm so excited to separate it and take it out. Like I said, I have oil on my hands. I try my best to separate where the hair naturally separates on its own, but sometimes that's a little bit difficult. But for the most part, I am able to do that. Now you have the option of when you separate the hair to just use your finger and I guess kind of like wrap the hair around it or coil the hair around your finger to minimize frizzing even more. But I wasn't too concerned about the frizzing. Like, I really didn't care because we're in quarantine, or not in quarantine, but socially distancing. I'm working from home. There's no way to go. So I'm just separating as I go without worrying too much about frizzing. This is off topic and random, but do y'all see that highlight? You can't see it right here, but I don't know if y'all peeped it in the video. I wish I used it a little bit more, but I got it from a black owned company and I like it so much. It's a very small black business and I'm gonna link that in this video just because I'm plugging and supporting my people right now. Once I'm done separating, I'm just using my pick and I'm gonna fluff my hair to make sure my hair is big because I love me some big hair. But what do you guys think of the results? Let me know. Me personally, I like it. It's nice and moisturized and it lasted me a good amount of time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.